Hello, and welcome to my presentation covering process change, defining a project. Today, we're going to talk about process change and how project management plays a role in that. Specifically, we'll be covering an overview of project management and the importance as to why it is called project management and how it compares to and contrasts to alternatives such as business initiatives and programs. To begin, we will define the three terms. Starting with initiative. Initiative is defined as the ability to assess and initiate things independently. In the business sense, initiatives are usually defined as a business focus point, a process kickoff, or a way for a business to set its priority level. Initiatives generally have a well-defined objective, but lack a specific scope and a specific end date. Initiatives are meant to set the direction, and as such, an initiative for a company may be to grow the company or provide good financial results. Both of those have clearly defined objectives and what they want to accomplish. Yet, it's tough to tell when those results are reached and how exactly we will get to those results. Next, programs are a step closer to a project. A program is defined as a planned series of future events, items, or performances, and are also, like a project, generally well-defined and structured. They have specific start and end dates with clear objectives and scope. A program, however, is generally a series of activities or a collection of projects that are designed to benefit the user once, and then they will graduate from the program and a new set of users will interact with it. By that, I mean the program is often repeated and reused multiple times for different users. An example of this is the degree program we are in now. It will be repeated and reused for each group of users that come into it, but it will follow generally the same steps and workflow as the last year. At the end of the program, you aren't really given a tangible outcome. Instead, you gain the knowledge of the program. Each program works towards delivering a specific outcome that is usually intangible. Lastly, a project. A project is defined as an individual or collaborative enterprise that is carefully planned and designed to achieve a particular aim. Projects, out of all the three, usually have the shortest lifespan and are focused around a one-time event. These one-time events can include any number of things, from developing a new app to creating a bridge. In the end, the project has given a tangible thing, whether it be the app or the bridge. Projects, unlike the others, can also be broken down into 6 main steps: the initiation step, planning step, execution, monitoring and control, and then finally, closure when the project has been completed. The project, once completed, will not be reopened or reused. Now, while the definitions seem to clearly make them 3 separate things, they actually share some similarities, especially in the business sense. To begin with, all 3, the initiative, program, and project, are meant to be temporary. Whether that time period lasts a few days, a few weeks, or a few months, or even a few years, all 3 have an end date in mind with an objective they hope to accomplish. All 3 are also business focused and align back to a strategic objective set in place by the business. Most importantly, all 3 are meant to deliver some sort of change, whether that be a change in delivering a new product, in the case of a project, or to raise the company's standards in the case of an initiative or a program. Ultimately, that is why the term project is preferred in the use of process change. When a process change happens, it becomes a project that is a one-time ordeal to go through with clearly defined changes in the process with your desired tangible outcome. So, In closing, while program, project, and initiative are all different, they all can convey similar responses and yet different outcomes, even though they have very close meanings. It is important to understand the difference amongst them so you can better direct the process change. With that being said, I have two discussion questions for you all. First, what impact does wording have when a business makes a decision? For example, what impact does it have when an upper management states they want to start a new program versus them stating that they want to start a new project? And how do the customers and employees interpret those differently? Second, the other question I have is managing a large scale project any different from managing a program? Which we discussed as earlier, a program is just a series of smaller projects broken down from a larger one. So is there truly any difference between a project and a program?